Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday here in Edinburgh. Woke up this morning quite early and it was horrible. It was raining. The sky was very grey. One of these days that we like to describe as dreek. But now the sun is trying to poke through. Appears to be drying up a little bit. And today, the chap is coming to pick the car up and it's going back to the garage. Yes. Yes, it's going this time to Investor Classics. They are out just outside Edinburgh, Dalkeith Way. The guy's going to come and pick the car up because it's obviously not safe to drive. So it's due here about 9:30, so try and film some of that and see what happens. Spoke to the guys and they seem quite confident about being able to fix it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the car's been sitting here since when? November, December, January, February, so that's about 3.5, 4 months. So hopefully get back in the zone, get things up and running, and we'll see what happens. Car's away. There he is, look. Back in the... Hiya. There we go. Oh, try and get it in a bit closer. Another trip to another garage. Will it ever end? Answers on a postcard, please, to this address. People don't say that anymore, do they? We used to say that in the 70s and 80s. TV quizzes. Answers in a postcard, please, to... What was it? ITV. Teddington Lock, Middlesex, wasn't it? Something like that? Anyway, I digress. Let's wait for the fly past. The drive past. There he goes. So the car went to Investor Classics on Friday, and one of the things that they do is they do a couple of hours inspection just to give some thoughts on the car, mostly on the engine side, and not really to do with actual body condition in terms of rust or welding or anything like that. Just more about getting the car into sort of drivable state. So as you can see, these are the things that they pointed out. I've just copied and pasted this from the message that the chap sent to me. So 2-hour inspection, the washers not working. I think they are actually. It's just that they are electrical, so they won't come. Won't work until the car's driving. Driver's window doesn't open fully. That's now been sorted. There's more on that later. Quite interesting. The rear bumper top trim is insecure. That'll get fixed. And the various things about wheel bearings and the plane of steering, which I always thought steering was a little bit sort of not quite there. Front anti-roll bar bushes worn, rear ones a bit cracked as well. So they said they will organise those parts and get them sorted. The fuel filter insecure, too small for mount. I'll show you the pictures of that. That's pretty poor. That was done by Lancia specialists in inverted commas down Norwich Way. I'm sure people know who they are. When the car came back from Witherspoon's last time, and I started it up a couple of days after there was a bad fuel leak, and you will find out soon why. It's actually a bit worrying, that bit of a fire risk, but it's been sorted now, as you will see soon if you keep watching this video. Spark plugs show possibility of running rich. They were all replaced at the last garage, so not sure why that's happening. And it's running a high idle, which I knew about, and hence the reason why the air idle valve control thing has been sourced and is ready to be fitted. They also do a compression test. Now, this doesn't mean much to me because I'm not really very good at these sort of things. Check with some guys in the Lancia Motor Club up here, and they seem to think these are quite decent figures for, quote, an engine of its age. So, and Investor Classics seem quite comfortable with that, so no issues there. So those are the things that need to be done and will be done, hopefully with the aim of getting the car finally drivable and feeling a bit better.